Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tarda Zone Talks. It's time to talk about the BBC. Yes, folks, the BBC. So, over the decades, the BBC has been caught up in controversy after controversy. Their main shows like Top Gear, Question of Sport, and of course, Doctor Who and EastEnders, over the years have declined or some have disappeared off the screen. Recently, BBC have been caught up in a number of controversies. One with Hugh Edwards. There's stuff going on behind the scenes with Strictly Come Dancing as well. There was a warning given to one of the contestants on there. Now, we've heard about the stuff with Doctor Who and apparently behind the scenes being an absolute shit show. We've got to ask the question, and the people in the UK need to ask themselves this: is it worth paying a TV licence for BBC? And I would have to say, looking at the BBC from the outside as an Irishman, RTE is no different, by the way, which is our national broadcaster. But BBC, RTE and other national broadcasters have lost the ability to report news truthfully. They've lost the ability to create decent shows with character development, plot development, and all of the stuff that we're used to, when we watch good entertainment. Again, a lot of people out there in the UK, just like me in Ireland, I don't have RTE, so I don't watch the news. A lot of people have tuned out of the BBC. Now, the British government have said that they're getting rid of the TV licence, but why it's took this long for them to do that is beyond me. But I think the British people need to be boycotting BBC fully now. Even if they get rid of the TV licence, you have to ask yourself, is BBC's programming fit for your children? Is it even fit for you? And you would have to say, no, it's not. Shows like Doctor Who have been infested by agenda, gender ideology, climate change, all of this other nonsense. RTD, who's anti-Tory, will use the show, and he's anti-Trump as well. He will use the show and has used the show along with Chris Chibnall to call out what they perceive to be a right-wing agenda and all of this other nonsense that you hear today. Want in your country to have the majority of people to be indigenous to that country. This has become a very controversial topic. The bottom line is Ireland is for the Irish, England is for the English, Wales is for the Welsh, Scotland is for Scotland. And that's the bottom line. And there's nothing wrong with wanting the majority of your country to remain that way. But BBC, along with other broadcasters out there, have pushed a very different message and have used their TV shows, as I've said, to highlight all of these issues that they want to put forward. But I do think it's time that the BBC is properly defunded. I'd go as far as to say that BBC should be dismantled because it's no longer the organisation it was decades ago. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.